Welcome to Dig It, a real estate podcast by Hubble Realty Company. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Dig It, a real estate podcast by Hubble Realty Company. And today it is a girl power day, which I'm very happy on because it doesn't happen enough, in my opinion. We have the gals from Embarq Signature Homes here. And by gals, I mean Lara Severson. I always question myself on that. Project manager for Embarq. And then Hannah Carlson.
Carrie.
Yeah. That just didn't it just change?
Yeah, I just got married,
Hannah Carey, luxury home sales and networking specialist for Embarq. Thank you guys for coming on.
Thanks for having us.
I even practice saying your names before coming on. You couldn't imagine that, but I do, I promise. Okay, for those who don't know about Embarq Signature Homes, one, you should, because of all the cool custom homes that you're doing throughout the metro. But will you just kind of describe what Embarq is and some of your goals that are out there? And then we're going to dive in and tell people a lot more just about custom homes, design trends, all the cool things.
Yeah. So we're a custom home builder in the metro area. We do some specs, but also focus on custom. We meet with clients. It's going to be a lot of selections, meeting with people. They get to be super involved or as involved as they want to be. So some people prefer, give me some options. I don't want to go and do a ton of appointments. Yep. So, I'm the project manager, so I help with all that, kind of walk people through the whole process.
So they'll get to see you as project manager kind of start to finish then?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. So I'm there for the initial appointment all the way through the end, doing their final walk and handing over the warranty manual and letting them live.
I love it. And then Hannah, what's your role? Break down that really long title for us, but I love it.
So
luxury.
I am the sales rep, so basically I am talking to people and, trying to find people that want to build and hope that they, want to either buy a spec or build something with us. So I sit in a lot of open houses, which is nice. So I get get to meet a lot of people there. So people either, like Lara said, they either don't want to build because it looks intimidating, and they love the idea of buying something that's already done. That is that luxury custom home without all of the thought behind it and having to be the ones to do it. So,
and is there a price point that goes with this a little bit, or are you guys really just like, okay, bring us your ideas and we will make it happen, people?
Kind of both.
Yeah.
So obviously we want to be able to work with everyone. So our standard construction is going to be a little bit pricier just because we do like 2x6 walls. We're going to have more of the high-end finishes. Yeah. But we're kind of trying to work on one right now that's going to be a lower price point just so we can work with more people and get our name out there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So a little bit flexible.
Yes.
Okay. So before we dive into everything Embarq, I do want to know more about you guys. Because Larry, you've been on the podcast before, which when you were here last time, you were very pregnant. Congratulations.
Yes, thank you.
On the and also just momhood, right?
It's second child.
Hard on us all. I know. We will all say yes, that from experience, but happy to have you back on. But how did you get into the role that you're in today, or into project management, I guess, for a custom home builder?
So I went to school at the University of Minnesota College of Design.
Beavers. The fighting
gophers?
Yeah,
okay,
they're
sure.
gophers. I knew it was some form of
it's been a while.
Animal. I was close.
They're kind of cute. Anyway, so College of Design, I was in housing studies with a concentration in sustainability. So essentially I started in architecture, got switched over to housing, which focused on architecture, interior design, and construction management. And then I moved here after college, was working at Homemakers, doing some sales, ran into someone that was purchasing some custom furniture, got talking to him. Turned out he was a builder. Started working with him for about 4 years and really loved the role. Then got the opportunity to work for Embarq when that started up. So it's been a good process. I love the role. It's super fun. I love working with people. And it's just fun to design something different all the time.
Right. I don't know how your brain does it. Thank goodness for people like you, because it sounds fun, and then it gets intimidating really fast for me.
You got to be organized, I will say.
I think you are good at that. Okay, Hannah, what about you? How did you get kind of started in this field?
So I used to work at a coffee shop, and I did not know what I wanted to do at all. Started college, realized I did not want to spend money on it because I didn't, once again, know what I wanted to do, but I knew that I loved talking to people and that I liked helping. So my mother-in-law is a realtor, and she was kind of watching her, and I was like, oh, that's something I think I would really like to do. So I got licensed and then started with a pretty big builder, and then that was very more production, not able to help in every aspect. So then I got the opportunity to work here, which was really nice because now I get to, I can say yes to anything. I don't have to be limited. So.
Oh my God, that would be so nice if someone walks in and you're like, yep.
Yep,
we can do that.
So nice.
We can do that
I'm used
too.
to being like, no, you actually can't get stairs off your deck. Or,
No,
this. And now I'm like,
no.
We can do
whatever you want.
Yeah.
No
So
idea is a crazy idea. There are no stupid questions. It's just like,
We're the yes builder.
Yeah,
I do love that. I do love that slogan, and I do think that you guys do a good job of kind of living by that, if you will. So what does today's custom home building market look like for those who maybe are debating building or debating even buying at that upper price point? I know that there are a lot of custom home builders in any state, but here in the metro too. But what does that market kind of look like?
Well, I can answer
whoever.
some of that. Yeah.
I didn't know where to look. Did you like that?
For right now, what I'm seeing a lot of for at least custom buyers is people that are moving up. So, they have older kids and they're looking to get their forever home, or a lot of people that live in a two-story are looking to build a ranch home. So a lot of people that are just, this is their forever home. They're going to.
Ready for a change.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so, a lot of older people or move up.
I also feel like once you have a family, which I know we all do, it changes the way that you look at a house and its functionality. I mean, I'm living in a two-story really old gal, and I can't wait to build custom. I'm taking all these notes of like what I'm going to put in.
Are you serious?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I love the charm. But also the charm is like, okay, going up and down all the stairs. I'm a ranch person. And so I think that how do you guys advise people to really think through their lot, but also the floor plan that they're choosing, whether that is a semi-custom or a fully custom?
So I feel like we mostly do ranches. We don't really have a lot of two-stories.
I was kind of a ranch.
I think it works well. So for people that don't have like young kids at home, they can live on the main. It's pretty easy. And then if they do have kids, we typically have 2 bedrooms on the main so their kids can be upstairs. Otherwise, then there's usually 2 bedrooms downstairs as well, so that they have the option. Sometimes older kids prefer to be downstairs and not upstairs with their parents. But I've noticed that with ranches, if you have kids, like the younger families tend to like walkouts. And then I feel like a lot of times people that don't have young kids and don't have other people living with them, they want to live on one level.
Yeah.
So they are loving like doing a covered deck with like screen, some of that indoor-outdoor living, and just on that one level.
I love when you guys come back with photos from your builds, and it's just like the outdoor living is just like top tier and top notch. I'm like, oh yes, all of this.
Yeah.
All of this. So what does that look like, I guess, Hannah, when someone's getting started? Obviously, they're gonna talk to you. They're gonna come to you first. So what does that look like from like a timing standpoint, or just also, just the process, I guess, if you guys can kind of walk me through that, because again, I'm not overly familiar, but I have an idea.
Yeah. A lot of people come into open houses and they're just looking because they want to build, and they're looking now, but they really want to build in a year to a year and a half, 2 years. So a lot of people are pretty shocked that, you should start now and not a long time. So once they kind of hear that, like, no, if you want it to be, a very calm and smooth process, it's easier to start sooner. So usually that gives them a little bit of a shock. And then they're like, yeah, let's do it. And then we kind of go from there. And usually we just go
meet
straight
together.
to Lara. Yeah, 'cause it makes it easiest to just get them with the person that's going to be.
Yeah.
So that initial
doing it
appointment
all.
is just kind of going through like what their vision is for their home, like how many bedrooms, what the layout's going to be. A lot of times it's great because they come with ideas of like, I want this kind of finish, or, you know, just inspiration photos to kind of help us get a good vibe of what they're looking for.
I was going to say, do you like it when people come with their Pinterest boards or their like full blown?
Yes.
Like,
yes and no.
look.
As long as it's like cohesive. Sometimes you get someone and they have like 5 different directions they're going in, which is totally fine. But it's like my job to kind of make sure everything flows.
What style
Yes.
are you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's bring it in a little bit, narrow it down. And yeah, so that initial appointment is typically really good. After that, we'll start like plans and specs. We ask for a deposit just for drawing plans. And then from there, just because we want to be more accurate, we'll actually do selections meetings.
Yeah.
Again, kind of going back to how involved they want to be, if they just want some options and an allowance, or if they want to go and actually make all the choices. So that way,
And there are a lot of choices.
overwhelming amount. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yep.
But you guys do make it pretty easy in that sense, it feels like.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yes.
do you have is it design consultation, or you said like a design meeting?
More of, it's multiple meetings just because of the scale that we build.
Yeah.
It's really hard to do one meeting with all selections because we actually go to all of our vendors. We don't have a showroom that we're bringing them to and saying, hey, here's your flooring options, here's your cabinetry. We go to each vendor.
But so many of all of our vendors, I feel like now have these gorgeous showrooms. Like I'll give like Visor Lumber has a showroom. There's all these floors that have just these like, you go in there and it's like, this is what dreams are made of.
Yes. And people are so visual now. They want to see it. Like they want to see, touch it to get a good grasp of what they're building. Because we almost are like building blue skies. Like, you know, it's like there's nothing there. Like, yes, we have model homes, but they're all a little different just because we want to showcase we can do different things. And then obviously every client is going to have something different that they want in their home.
How do you try and get people into, say, even if it's a for sale, you know, spec or semi-custom, right, that's on the market, are you trying to get people in there to get a really like good grasp of what
it helps them. Yeah, like helps them envision a floor plan, or maybe what they don't like, or what they would want to change, to help them, you know,
figure it out.
Yeah, because
totally.
looking on paper is sometimes hard for people. So being able to actually just walk through a house is pretty helpful, and at least helps them narrow things down.
I know I have to see it to believe it a little bit. That's
But then also we have pictures of all of our homes too, so it's nice that we have such a big catalog. So if it's not something we have on the market now, there's at least photos of what we've done in the past and what other people have done, so they can actually, you know, see the change.
And it's
that
funny
we did.
because we'll actually have people that are like, I like the backsplash at that house, and then they're like, just go with that. Versus trying to reinvent the wheel and come up with something new.
Oh, I love that. And one of my favorite houses that Embarq has done to date was probably the show home. I really love the show home from 2024. And that was just so beautiful. I really liked a lot of the touches in there that you guys chose. And just, I mean, that was obviously everyone goes to the nines during the home show. So it's like, oh, wow, you know,
I mean, we can do it.
Definitely don't need that scale or that much, but I think from some of like the stonework, that exterior living space was amazing, but that kitchen was like also just so dreamy.
Yeah, everything was very neutral and timeless. I feel like.
Yeah, that's a good way to. That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
What are some? I guess what? Oh, look at me stumbling over questions. I told you today was going to be a day. I want to keep on the design trend. That's what I want to do. What are some of the designs that you're seeing people kind of looking at for 2026 as far as what's kind of coming up, whether that's colors, whether it's textures, or just layouts, what have you?
We were actually talking about that earlier today. So Hannah had some good things that had come up during open houses of like what people were looking for that we're going to incorporate.
Yeah,
like
the
what?
drawers. We would do these really big drawers in the kitchen, and they're really nice for pots and pans.
Oh, like
and
the
it's just
deep
like,
ones? Yeah.
It's like little things like that people love, and I think at least for us, it's a trend. We've been putting it in a lot of our homes, and then just big pantries in the walk-through, mudroom.
Like the
room,
laundry
master
bath,
Oh,
like
like
that whole,
connection.
yeah,
That's
the
just
pass
too
through.
easy.
Yeah, I mean, it's so nice if someone's still sleeping, you know, the other person go get ready and leave
Someone
without.
just said that over the weekend.
Yeah.
And then not only that, but a lot of neutrals and arches and stuff like that. I think is
So arches
really
are going to
popular.
continue?
Yes,
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, I love them.
I
I don't
do
know
too.
what
They're soft.
They're so they're soft. They're soft. I have one in our house. Like even the old house that we're
Yes.
in, it has one that goes into our like front room, and I'm like, I just
Love it.
I just
Everything
I want-
comes back
yeah.
around.
I just want it. Yeah, she's
Yeah.
110 years old, so trends.
Yes.
They recycle.
Yeah.
What are some other trends that you're seeing? I saw Sherwin-Williams has had their color out, and I know that all the colors.
So, yeah,
pretty
we're-
bold, but
I feel like we're still doing a lot of neutrals, getting away from like the white, all white, a lot more darker tones, like in the wood. So darker woods. I think we talked about this last time too, about the cabinetry also being wood. Not everything is just white or gray. So a lot softer.
which I'm a fan of. Depending, it kind of annoys me when like cabinets and floors
Are
are
the
like
same color.
are a little off.
Oh, because they're trying too hard to match
Yeah,
versus
I don't-
finding a tone.
Yeah, I don't know how to. Again, you guys are the experts.
Mixed
not
metals
me.
too. That's a big one that I think has gotten really popular.
Well, and I like the way that looks actually.
Like a polished nickel, something that
A little warmer than your chrome. Yeah.
Yeah.
But not everywhere, right? Like
Yep.
key is
Yes.
key is
Yes.
what all in the balance. What are some other things that you're hearing from people who are coming in? I mean, I know home buying market, right? It depends on what price point you're at, what area you're looking in. But you guys are a little bit of everywhere in the metro. So what else are you hearing?
a lot of people want a really good lot, a nice flat lot or a wooded lot. That's a really big thing with people is just getting the right lot for their house.
Did you say you think West Des Moines getting pretty popular?
Yeah, West Des Moines getting popular. Waukees still popular.
I was
but
going to say, Waukee is just going to
West
continue
West Des Moines
to
has,
really go.
West Des Moines has some new plats that just opened up. So after that, I don't really know where else they're going to go. And then Ankeny's got some new stuff too. So
The fun is you get to kind of follow the people wherever they want to go.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes, exactly. Whether they need us to find a lot for them or if they've got one in mind.
So what are you guys, what else on the process side of things? Because again, you make it sound very simplistic, which love you both for that, but it's not always so simple building a custom home. So I do want to try and get into the process a little bit more. So once people have set those, really cool design trends and they're figuring out, yes, this is where I want the deep cabinets or the arched doorways and what have you, then what does that look like on the process side from Embarq? I mean, from the communication to the timeliness and things like that.
So we are a smaller team. So I'm usually the main point of contact for our clients. And then obviously we have Seamus, our superintendent. So we have a lot of communication, which is really good. And then we use Builder Trend to kind of document everything. But yeah, it's just keeping everything organized, written down. Once the process begins and we have a signed contract, we'd like to have all the decisions made by then. So that way,
Just hit the ground running.
yes,
Right?
we're ready to go because change orders are going to add money. They're going to add time. Sometimes it complicates things a little bit or people have to come back. So we really try to be organized up front, have everything ready to go. And then during the process, we have walkthroughs with our clients where we do like an electrical walk and talk about placement of switches, any like dedicated lines, TV locations, if they want any special technology, speakers,
Which
cameras.
they do, right?
Yes, yeah.
We know they do.
Yes. And then, framing walk, trim walk, paint walk. So, I mean,
So it's not like people aren't getting into their home again until, it's closed up and all of that.
yeah, no, we
jazz.
welcome them to come and look. That way they can feel like they're a part of it. And also, obviously, we try to make sure everything's getting done correctly. But, you know, once in a while they might come through and be like, oh, I thought this. And then it's like we're able to correct it before it gets too far.
Yeah.
Doesn't happen often.
Yeah.
So
I think that's the perks of a small team, don't you guys? Like, I think the fact that you are a smaller custom home builder, I'll put air quotes around that because you're doing some really big homes. But why do you think that that's a good thing, maybe as opposed to, you know, some of the other larger builders that, yeah, they might be able to build a few more homes a year, but the quality, I think, is what comes to mind for me.
Yeah, I came from a production builder, so I noticed a huge difference, you know, when your whole team gets to meet twice a week and there's not, you know, a ton of people to talk to get to the answer. Yep. It's nice that it's just, you know, 3-4 people and we can really focus and have, like Lara said, streamlined communication through everybody.
Just the quality control, you know, because we do have eyes on things. And with Builder Trends, we have something called daily logs where, you know, we're putting pictures and notes. And so a lot of times I'm the one that knows all the little tiny details of what's going on. So I'm able to look at those daily logs and say like, hey, in this photo, you know, if I can ask a question or say, oh, I think this needs to happen. And then it's like, oh, that's already on the schedule. So it's just, you know, the checks and balances.
She keeps people on track, doesn't she? What would we do without Lara?
So organized.
I know. So what is that? What does the end of the process look like, right? If people have got through the log, got through the design, made it through all the different touch points along the way, which, you know, looking at a house from electrical to drywall is just like a night and day change anyway for people to see actual walls. Yeah. But what does that kind of closing side look like for you guys? I know it's got to be kind of bittersweet for you as the sales and networking, you know, side of it to be like, okay, here's like you know, fly little bird.
It's like, yeah, I mean, it's really sweet to see them go, and it's kind of like, oh, well, now I'm probably not going to talk to you anymore, but like as much. But it's exciting to see people's faces when they get to move in, and we just had a closing the other day, and I went to their house to drop off another key, and it was really cool to talk to them and see all their furniture in, and we just got to talk. And but yeah, I think it's exciting to see them excited. Those relationships, though, I know, you, like you said, you don't talk as much, but I know that I could turn around and still call my first, you know, realtor. And I think if I build a custom home, I'd absolutely be able to reach out to that to someone like you and be like, okay, can I bounce this off of you? Or this is what I'm loving about my home right now. And so I think those relationships are really special. And just in the past, before I was even here, there is some homeowners that have come to opens and just chatted about their home and what they, how they feel about it. And that they really are excited just because. That's so sweet. Yeah, so I love that. What about you? What's your perspective of that? Like the closing time frame. I won't say closing day, but you know. So we typically do like a blue tape walk, and then we'll do our final walk, bring the warranty manual, kind of go through all the really fun things. Yep, showing them where their water shut off is. They'll for the appreciate house. It one day, you know. Yep. They will. Yep. But it's really fun because we give them a little gift basket and go through the warranty manual, and we have a 60-day warranty and then 11-month, and people are welcome to reach out if they need something. Otherwise, we're always there for questions. Try to check in once in a while. Make sure everybody's happy. Well, you try and keep them happy, right? At least. Yes. Somewhat. Somewhat. Yes. Oh, I love it. Well, what else do you guys want people to know about Embarq? Obviously, what about the homes that are out there right now? I think, can you tell us a little bit about those? As we do have some homes on the market for sale right now, but like what do those range to and from price-wise or square footage-wise? Yeah, so we have some in Waukee that are in the mid 700s, and then we have some in Johnston, possibly more coming in Johnston, and then we have one in Ankeny that we're really excited about. Yeah, got plans and specs and designs, and I don't know. I think it'll be really cool. It's fun to do different finishes, try something new, not have everything be the same. Can you? Well, okay, now I'm curious. So, can you give me just like a little bit of insight on it? Like what's different? So it's actually the same floor plan that we have in Waukee. Okay. Which is what? This one is called Stanhope. Okay. So it's really cute. It has like a little arch entryway. This one we're actually going to do brick on the outside versus stone. Okay. With like a white messy overgrout. I think it'll look cool.
And then inside, we just have really fun tile. Like, I don't know. The bathrooms, I think, are going to be super fun. We have it laid out differently, like different. We have some like vertical stack with like a horizontal in there, some different colors. I don't know. I think it'll look really cool.
Got a little edgy on this one a little bit. Okay,
yeah, just
cool.
trying to make
gold
it.
in it.
Yeah, try to make it elevated.
Are you always trying to get her to just like tell you more about the homes?
Or do you get to come now and like make selections, which is so nice. So we just kind of like bounce back and forth, and we're always, I feel like, pretty like similar in what we think will look good. And
okay, that's really fun. You failed to mention that earlier.
It's like the best part of the job.
Yeah.
Going and picking stuff out. And it's nice when you have someone that, you know, we're both pretty easygoing. And that's the thing too, like with clients, like we are here to help, not dictate what selections you make. Because I've been in a situation, you know, where agents will come in and it's like, you're not designing your house, you're designing your client's house. So it's really nice that we're pretty easygoing and just trying to help facilitate the conversation of what selections to do.
Well, and I think we've been in the same room before where we're looking at all of these cohesive selections, and even with other, you know, I know on the Hubble Home side of things, they like to bounce ideas off, and then I know Carly on the Origin Home side, all obviously under the Hubble umbrella, but it's cool just to get everyone's opinion on like, okay, what do you think about this? Do you like where this is headed? And I'd imagine it kind of translates over into how you can bounce those ideas off of clients too, because like you said, some people might come in with like, you think this is cohesive, but this is actually like 5 different styles in your Pinterest board. So like you are a modern farmhouse minimalist, you know, all the words that rattle off. I could see where that would be kind of, let's see if this looks good. What do you think about this one? And lay it out there. Oh, fun. I'm envious of what you guys get to do, but also you have the talent to do it. I am thankful for people like you because I just don't have the design eye necessarily. I have opinions, but I appreciate you guys making it a lot easier on everyone. Okay, so if you want to learn more about Embarq Signature Homes, obviously embarqsignaturehomes.com, right? You've got an incentive going on over there. For a current listing. Remind me of what that listing
That one is in Urbandale. Okay. It's really nice. It's a ranch. It's wooded backyard.
All the things that we were saying everyone wants on Ironwood. Got it. Okay. So you'll have to, we'll link to that in our show notes to make sure that everyone can click on it and see the incentives there. And we're moving into the off the rails question if you want to. Yeah. Well, you don't have a choice.
Oh, yeah. Let's hear it. What is it?
We were talking about what your answer was earlier.
Sushi.
Oh, we said, what is your favorite smell? And the other guest said grass or something. I said alfalfa or like new construction, which would be a totally normal answer for someone in your guys' field. And then you said sushi, but you were 8 months pregnant. Yeah, so we'll let it slide.
I still love the smell.
I do too. You brought up a valid point, I will say.
I don't think I know the smell.
When you walk
don't
in.
eat sushi?
No, I do, but I just...
when you walk into
I don't know if I know
restaurant, I
smell besides the fish smell.
I know what you're talking about.
Sushi rice. I make sushi at home sometimes.
Oh, okay.
Do you really?
Yeah, my husband, we started it in high school doing it, and so it's really fun. And like, because the sticky rice, you know. So then your hands smell like sushi, like sticky rice.
So you go to bed and you're just happy as a plant. All right, Mary Catherine Gallagher. That's kind of what that reminded me of a little bit. Okay, off the rails. Here we go. We already went there. We're already off the rails. Let's be real. Okay, the random question is, what is your earliest memory? I was going to say earliest childhood memory. It doesn't have to be the earliest, but maybe a notable one. I'm trying to think of what mine would be. Jeez. Well, I have 2.
Okay, don't start with me.
Why?
I'm still thinking.
Oh, okay. Well, you're going to
memory.
You both are going to have to go. Okay, I'll go see if it sparks. One of my earliest memories, this is kind of like Twister vibes, but I lived in this crappy, lovely little house growing up until about 3rd grade, and it didn't have a basement. And so during tornadoes or tornado warnings, we had to go from the house outside into a like storm shelter, like a summer kitchen setup. And so I would just get like plucked from my bed, and ran outside in like windy, stormy rain. And we had this old school it was just so early 90s in my brain. But that's one of the memories. And another early memory of mine is riding my horse bareback, like just in my backyard. I don't know why. I just thought that was like the coolest thing ever. I felt free.
Yeah. Wind blowing
through my hair. No cares in the world. No debt. No payments to make. You know, the usual.
Just the life, yeah.
So those are two for me.
I don't know. I feel like it's not a very good one, but
It's okay.
I was a really bossy kid.
And now you're a project manager. I can't see that. You are so sweet and nice, but you are a project manager. So
So
good vibes.
I don't know if we have talked about this, but so I was adopted from Russia. I did not speak English until I was almost 5.
This is all
That's all
new
new
information.
information. Okay, so I started school and I didn't really speak English, but I was standing on top of like a tire that was like in the ground on the playground at school.
Yeah.
And I'm standing there with my hands on my hips, speaking in Russian, ordering all the kids around, like telling them which direction to run. And like,
And no one has a clue
knows
what you're
I'm
saying.
Oh, that's
So you remember
funny.
doing that?
Yes. And I was like in a pink dress with the
Oh my
little
God, look at the
socks that, you know, you fold over the little.
the ruffles.
Yes. Yep.
Oh, that was not my vibe. I was such a tomboy. I would have just melted into a puddle if someone put me in that outfit.
Oh, you couldn't get
I
me in
broke my
pants.
mom's heart over just being such a tomboy. Yeah, but look at you. Can you
So-
give us a tip? Do you know?
No, I don't know any
Do you know
Russian.
Ru-
No.
9. None at all.
Yep.
Okay, got it. All right, Hannah, your
Gosh,
turn.
I don't know.
Bring the mic closer so people can hear you.
Yeah.
You've progressively gotten farther and farther
She's
away
She's
from the mic.
relaxed. She's
I'm
just
just
relaxing.
chilling.
Yeah.
Okay.
Early memory. Gosh.
Just a early memory. It doesn't have to be the earliest. Some people are freaky and like,
Oh, that's
remember-
my husband. He
From,
was
like-
like, I remember peeing on my grandma when I was like a couple months old.
I know. I feel like Joey, our boss Joey, shout out Joey Taylor Moon, can remember things from like when she was 3, and I'm like, that's really early.
My husband and I were talking about that the other day. He remembers everything, and I'm like,
No.
I can't remember
my
like
kid's 3 and a
much
half.
of
I should
anything.
probably be working on
Right,
that.
and I feel like I remember things from pictures, and like there's a picture
Yes.
that
Or
my whole
smells.
family talks about. I was like a prissy little, like very very girly girl when I was little. Like I had to wear all the matching things, like socks, shirt. It all had to be the same like color and match. And I remember sitting on the bench at preschool and just pouting and saying I can't play because I wore my nice shoes to preschool. And there's a picture of me pouting, so I don't know if I remember it so well from the picture.
Or like
but,
hearing the
that counts.
story. Yeah.
but like
You
that-
remember the feeling it seems.
yeah, but
that is hilarious.
I think that is probably one that
Oh,
is
funny.
maybe the earliest.
Oh,
So were you sad that you couldn't go play? Or were you sad that you wore the wrong shoes?
or that they would like get
Yeah.
messy.
That they
Yeah.
would get dirty. Like it was a whole thing because it's pea gravel. My mom would always be like, "You can't get your shoes dirty."
You guys
and I was wearing
lived
these sunflower
very
shoes.
different childhoods than me. I like I never wanted to wear shoes. I never wore dresses. Like it was, and maybe, that's really painting me as a pretty country kid, but that's okay.
Yeah, I turned into a tomboy probably like 5th grade, and my mom was distraught.
No,
like
yes.
so upset.
Absolutely.
Especially because I have like 5 other brothers at that point, and there's no one fun to
You were
dress.
my only hope. Oh, see, told you I'd hit the mic. It was right at the end. That's all right. Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for coming on. Obviously, people can find you. We'll tag you all your socials in the show notes, but you're on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest.
That's a great question.
I don't know. Well, also bring your Pinterest boards
Yes.
when you build with Embarq,
Yes.
because that seems
Love
like
the
a great
ideas.
place to start. And we'll also link out to that incentive over at Ironwood. That's one of your houses for sale right now. So thank you guys so much for coming on and just giving everyone a little bit of a idea of what Embarq Custom Homes, Signature Homes can do for custom building, and what's coming up.
Thank you.
Yeah. Dig It, a real estate podcast by Hubble Realty Company, is produced by Amplify Des Moines. Check us out wherever you get your podcast. Find us on YouTube at Hubble Realty Check us out on our website at hubblerealty.com. And of course, like, subscribe, follow, and share across all social media platforms.